St. Thomas Aquinas Parish is a parish that has been entrusted to the care of the Dominican Fathers. We've been here for about 50 years this year. We just celebrated our 50th anniversary. Our guesstimate is about 2,300 families are registered here, and that doesn't include the undergrads. So in the 50 years we've been here, we've seen incredible growth in the number of people coming here. And with that, there's a renewed sense that the Dominicans are reinvesting in our presence here.
Yeah, they definitely sacrifice a lot, and seeing them working, I know that they're, they need an IV by the end of the day. I think sometimes they're just morning to night here all the time, and it's because there's such a great need in our community. There's a lot of growth. The masses are packed. The lines for the confessional are long.
Well, I think one thing that happens is that the Dominicans are regular kind of members of our community in the sense that they're regularly seen both at UVA and also at the hospital. So, once a week you'll have a friar who's out in a courtyard at the university meeting with students, and he'll talk to anyone, be they Catholic, non-Catholic, about whatever topic interests them. He's just available to them, and people kind of know that there's someone there to talk about the faith and to engage questions that may be important to them.
I would love to see the Dominican community here grow. It's been a big part of why the parish is what it is. Aside from its service to the university, it's been a huge service to those of us who were formerly of the university who were raising families here.
A priory in our legislation is basically a monastery that will house at least 6 friars. That in order to be a priory, 6 friars are permanently assigned to the place. That takes us to a new level. Up until this month, we only had 3 who were stationed here. And we've been running ragged, trying to do all we need to do for the parish. There are certain requirements we have, which are our monastic observances. These observances include praying the office 5 times in common a day, having a half-hour for meditation, having a cloistered area with common meals, common recreation. And in order to do this, we need a significant amount of friars. We need to have at least 6 to carry it on. Right now we do the best we can given the facilities that we have, but it's insufficient for a truly Dominican life.
It'll give us a space that's more conducive to prayer and pray together. More of us will be able to pray together in a larger chapel. It'll give us a library where we can have the resources to do the study that we need so that we can preach and teach. A refectory where we share meals and even at times have intellectual or religious reading matter read to us during the meal, as that's a very old custom with us. And then individual private rooms.
Right now we're in the fundraising side of things. The estimated cost of the building will be $4.6 million. The province has said we need to raise 2/3 of that money before we can break ground.
We have an obligation to certainly financially support that, to build that priory, to make sure it's developed in the way that's going to last many decades, to meet their needs, to meet our needs. And financially, and I think their raising of the funds is very important.
And that's just an important part of living out our faith, is really making that financial commitment, and it's a return really on all the blessings that God has given to us financially.